December 26, 2014 in the news segment for this year. Well, today we have lots of things going on. We have a war or an assault that's an attack on the family, on the church, on the home front, on religion, on race, and on culture, and attack on our law enforcement. My advice to people is not to go after the law enforcement. I know there's some police in there that really shouldn't have a badge. I'm just like there are some people in every form of service that shouldn't have a badge. But the answer is not to go out and just mindlessly just shoot people. That's not what we want to do. Don't people understand that there's a bigger picture or role at play here? The government is using what is called pivot and pivot. That's the way I describe it. It's where they're trying to turn people against each other so they can conquer. And by doing that is by taking over the home, by taking over your religion, by taking over your ideal system and values and replacing them with these collectivism kind of values. Remember Obama said that they were going to get your guns? Remember how other people said, well, we have to preach this message to get people afraid of guns so that every day so that we can get people's minds to be brainwashed. That's the words they used in one of the YouTube excerpts on the subject. That was their, from the think tank of Washington, one way in the memo that was sent out over the past year on how to get people to change their view and standing on viewpoints of people, gun owners, possessing guns. I think it's a right to have it. I think it's a responsibility. And I think it's something that people should all have for protection and also for hunting and for sports events, but also mainly for protection. That's why guns were issued or were decreed in the Constitution as a part of the amendments, the Second Amendment of the Constitution. And that's why we have guns, just like the First Amendment. This is freedom of speech, right, freedom of religion, and whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Catholic, whether you're Buddha, whatever you are, that we all have the right to express and to practice and organize and to assemble freely and to speak our minds freely, even if we don't like the president or even if we don't like people in the government. We have the right to voice that. Now, yes, people may not like that. And yes, it's hurtful, but part of being in a free society like we are in, supposedly, is that by the laws that were put in place by the Constitution of America, when it was put together and drafted as a document, was to state that we have the rights to say what we want to feel or how we think. And that's what makes America so great and so free. If people can't stand up and say what they really feel, then we're really in a really bad situation, folks. And, it's not something that we should be doing as a country because we need to be in harmony with each other. So I guess what I'm really trying to get to is to say this, that in 2015, this year, we should think about, really putting our trust in God, getting our heart right with God, because that's how all this stuff in America will dissipate. And really paying attention to what's going on, not to get stressed or lose sleep over. That's nobody's job to do that, but we need to really have a plan of strategy, prep, have food ready for 6 months in case there is a war that breaks out or some kind of natural disaster or man-made one that's inflicted by our government through the process of false flags, since we've seen many of them this year, and we'll probably see a lot more coming up in 2015. They're already saying, economics are saying, the collapse could happen in 2015 or the end of 2015, the early part of 2016. So that is serious stuff because a lot of people are saying it's going to happen more in 2015. And these are experts that are in the field of economics. So, so I don't know if that's impended or not. Also, a lot of theaters are going to be airing the movie in this country, which I think they should, entitled The Interview, in spite of the threats from North Korea. And I want to say something about North Korea. I'm a person that I'm a hacker. I'm a computer specialist, and I can tell you, the level of information that was secure, there's no way they could have got that information from Sony through an outside attack. And I have evidence, I have proof, but I'm not going to go over it on the air because some of this stuff is under investigation, so therefore I can't talk about it. but I can tell you some things about it that I'm allowed to tell that are already been publicly leaked, well, they've already been out there. But the thing is, but I'm going to give you my perspective on it, okay? The true, from the true media side. This hack was not from North Korea. I know the news wants to tell you that and paint it as that North Korea did it. Well, let me tell you something. If you know anything about North Korea, they're still driving around in 50-some-year-old, cars that were made in the 50s. They don't have electricity in most areas in North Korea, let alone their internet is very spotty most of the time. So for a hacker to do something like this on the U.S. from North Korea, it's totally crazy, and a paucity is absurd. Now, I could see somebody writing it from the U.S. and making it look like it came from there, because you could do a lot of script hacks and change it and make it look like that through software and technology and make it look like it came from there, but it really didn't. China could have done it. Russia could have done it. What is that country we have trouble with? Afghanistan, Iran could have done it. Israel could have had something to do with it. I mean, these are other super countries that have powers other than the United States could have done it to make it look like a war, to invent something. Because the U.S. and other countries and other governments also have used this tactic before, where they try to switch it around and make it look like somebody did something when really they didn't do nothing. They're just trying to invent or trying to cause a war to take people's minds off of the real fact of what's going on in this country. And that is an attack on all your rights and freedoms, starting mainly with your gun. And then it moves on from there, from speech. I mean, we see this, self-censorship. I mean, our government's trying to lobby, and Obama has pushed some executive orders and probably will push more to have internet-like style, like censorship, like in other parts of the world, like China and Europe have, where a lot of things that you say will be censored or taken off the internet. I mean, that's what PIPA is all about. That's what SOPA was all about. That's what the trade greed, the PIPA, trade greed was all about. It was a large part of copyright and transmission of digital media. What they want to do is regulate the internet as a utility, not as a service. Like your electric is a utility, but your internet is not a utility. It's a service. However, a lot of people use the internet because they have a lot of devices, but that does not make it puts it in the same category as a utility by any means. The internet is just a portal on where we do, business, where we raise money, or where we actually get money by providing goods and/or services, which is what we do have DeSilvis Media and New Hunter Church of Christ, plus we get donations too. And that makes the point. Have you donated to us yet? If you haven't, please give me a call at area code 804-789-9373 and make a donation to Free Independent Medium. We are True Media. We work with Alex Jones, and we work with Larry Pratt, and we work also with many people. That's just the name too. Ron Paul. We work with lots of people. So when you send money, some of that money goes out to them to support them on their networks. So, and then also we take some money too to help support us. You see, it's like what I do is I take their streams and put them on a bunch of platforms. Well, I have to do a lot of that by hand, manually. It's not done automatically. When you see that stuff go out, it goes up quick. But I'm actually behind the computer doing that manually because I don't want to pay something to do it for me. Because I rather save $50 a month and I rather just do it myself. Because it doesn't really it takes a little time to do it, but it don't take a lot of time. But the thing is, it does take time and it does cost me time. And it would be nice if people would give to show appreciation of that. And like the sermons that I do, they're all homemade and they're all mine. And I do use other people's stuff. A lot of preachers do. And a lot of it's my own original stuff too. So it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of stuff, of both other people's and mine. EL uses people's stuff. All preachers do. And then we have our own way and flavor and style how we present it. And we use our own stuff. But, all preachers, even my uncle does, David Gary Jones, we all use other people's stuff to a degree. That's what preaching's all about. I don't use totally everybody's stuff, but probably half and half. I use half other people's and I use half my own originality. So, it's truth, about being a preacher. But our services, if you're interested in coming here and getting involved into an independent medium as well as in church, our services for church, if you're here in the Mechanicsville area, we love to have you. Services are at 12. That's our midday service, 12:30 to 1:30. And then our Sunday night service is at 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or 7:30. I think it's 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But just look on the Google calendar because it's public, and you can see when it is. And then on Wednesday night, or Thursday night, sorry, it's on 7 to 8 o'clock. So you can come here, or you can watch it on YouTube when it publishes about 2 or 4 hours later. Or sometimes I wait till the next day to publish it. So, computer troubles. We're still having problems with the computer. We had one computer crash. Well, I'm using someone else's computer, which is very nice. I appreciate that for right now. But I would like to get a new computer, and we still need about $1,500 to supplement that. $2,000 at the most for computers. And I remember that storage nest I needed for videos and music. Yeah, still need that. But it's going to take a lot of money, and that's where I need you as people to come in. Businesses out there, Christian businesses, you can give a donation. It's a tax write-off, a tax deductible. In your heart, you'll be blessed, and your business will be blessed because you gave to another Christian business that is for-profit. But it also takes donations in too to help support to get the equipment because it's just so expensive. To put the phone I'm on is $1,000 phone. Just to broadcast history to you, that's money that's invested in here. But we need better cameras than that to do better content. Like I like to do live and streaming content, like on the go. Like when things start heating up here in Mechanicsville, with the police and things, we want to get that on tape and send it out to you in real time. Why it's being recorded, and that all costs money, thousands of dollars. So, but the thing is, that's where you need to come in. Another way you can get involved is subscribing down below this video here. Just subscribe down below that video here. You'll see a little subscribe button. I think it'll be right here. It'll be on the right side. But subscribe down there and tell your friends about us. And, come here and visit us at New Hunter Church of Christ. We are a real thriving, growing small church. We meet up in my apartment. And, we got a building where we can meet. When we do grow to get about 20 people or 15 people, we will move over to the multi-purpose building. And then I'm looking at a place of land in a shopping center. Not land, but in a shopping center that we're going to rent that's over here off of Cole Harbor Road. So we already have the plans. It's just that we need the people and we need the monies so we can do that. So, I've thought this out very extensively. And I have a very step-by-step plan. And if you would like to see that, to see what's going on or what my vision is for New Hunter Church of Christ, which is really, I share this totally with God, so it's our vision. But what God wants for New Hunter Church of Christ to be and what we're going to do and how it's going to happen, please let me know and I can send it to you. But, I hope that when I send it to you that you will do the part to financially make us a donation to help support us in our very goal and mission. To find out more about New Hunter Church of Christ and DeSilvis Media and about the fundraising of $250,000 by next August, go to GoFundMe.com. That's GoFundMe.com and type in Michael DeSilvis. It will come up, or it may be under DeSilvis Media. Just type in DeSilvis and then put media, and it will come up. Okay? And just go on there and make a donation. There's different rewards there for certain amounts that you give. Or if you don't want to give any of those amounts, then just give what you can, $5 or $10, something like that, okay? And all of it will go to help the ministry here at New Hunter Church of Christ, as well as DeSilvis Media Independent News Consortium, and also to help support what we're doing here and help get us to be able to do more. All right, so everybody, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I want to say that from the bottom of my heart. I'm very blessed and very thankful that there are people out here that do support us and do donate to us on a regular basis, some. And I hope that more of you all will do the same because we really do need your help. That's the way we can keep getting the news and everything out to you. And that way Alex Jones and we can all do more because we do give a little to them as well. So help us out, and we also help the community here at Harbor Square Apartments. So please give donations because we do want to give everybody gifts here. We like to give everybody $100 here that live here in this apartment. It's 99 people, minus myself here. So what you're looking about, that's 10,000. That's 900. That's 9,990. 900. $10,900 is what that would be, because everybody would be $10,000 if you gave everybody $100 each that lives here. That's about what it comes out to be like when you do the math, because every unit in this complex is full of people. It's got somebody in it. There are 10 buildings, and they're all full. So anyway, but it doesn't hurt to apply if you want to send somebody over here. Also, the Ashland apartments too have some vacancies in the Ashland apartments. And Richmond, they have some HUDs too. That's where Nancy Shelter works there too, in Richmond. And it doesn't hurt just to go on to HUD.org and find out what apartments are around. They have a list there. Or to go to your social services, they have a list of HUD public housing. And if you don't want to go into public housing like this, you can go to vouchers. You can go to any place and try to go the voucher route. Right now, they are taking vouchers, but you need to get them in by the end of this month. I've heard rumor, but I don't think this is true, but I've heard that they're going to stop giving out any new vouchers, but I don't think that's true. But that's what I heard from somebody, but I don't think it's a reliable source. But I will check into it, and if it is, I will let you know. I will look into it today, and actually probably Monday when things open back up. And I will call some key people I know in the area here in our government, in a local area that I trust, and I will give them a call and find out. And I'll let you know in the next transmission. All right? I hope everybody has a good day, though. Stay safe. Do the right thing. Always trust in your God. Always, listen. Always listen more and react less. Be patient with people. Show understanding to people. Remember, what's going on in this country is not really about race, even though that's what the secular media and the government wants you to think, that everybody's mad at each other and get everybody all mad at each other. No, there's a lot more going on than that. That's their plan to do that, to distract you from what is really going on, and that's them trying to overtake this country. This is Michael from InfoWars and Independent Medium in the news segment, and of course this is for December 26, 2014. Y'all have a great day after Christmas. Enjoy that new TV and phone, and count your blessings. And please think about New Hunter Church of Christ, and think about DeSilvis Media, free independent medium, and make a donation to us today as well. See you later, and God bless you. And please subscribe down below. All right? Bye for now. Love you.